All right, beautiful people, welcome on yet another episode of Random. And today we are back again with another exciting, another interesting guest as usual. Yes, last week was awesome, but this week will be more awesome. Yes, I said that because we keep improving and we keep getting better at what we do. Our guest today is a man of many parts. He's a vampire, if you want to call him that. He's an old man that has refused to grow old. He still believes that he's not old yet, because if you see him, you won't know he's old. He's a serial entrepreneur, he's an event planner, he's a man that is also passionate about the topic we always discuss. If you have been noticing, you know that there's something that is almost common to all our guests. We are all passionate about Ibadan. And of course, there are so many things, and I would like you to meet him. His name is Ambassador Ayo George, better known as the Brain Box. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
What is the secret to this youthful look?
I drink blood.
You drink? Okay, blood, that's why you're a vampire.
The blood of Jesus.
You know, good talk. DSS is on their way. You don't say that early. Wow, good to have you, sir.
So good to be here.
Yeah, so the Brain Box, Ayo George.
Yes.
Who is Ayo George? And how do you come by that particular nickname, the Brain Box?
The Brain Box. Thank you very much. Like you rightly said during the introduction, I'm a man of many parts. I have interest in various sectors, various ideologies, various schools of thoughts. Generally, you know, when I was growing up, I used to have a book full of ideas. Once I have an idea, I try to scribble it down somewhere. I just write it down. So it became a part of me growing up. So years back, a group of friends, you know, they would see all the ideas I was just pushing out. Let's try this concept. The concept not to go. Let's try another one. That was how they named me the Brain Box. That you, this guy, you are never tired. Always pushing out and churning out ideas. I said that's me, and I feel it's just a part of me that I cannot hide from. It has become a part of me. It has become irregular. At times I just sleep, wake up, and an idea will drop. I even give ideas to friends, colleagues. Why don't you, this stuff you are doing, can you try it this way? And free of charge in most cases. So it's been a part of me, really.
Now, so let me quickly ask a funny question, because to an extent, I'm also a man of many parts, many ideas. But sometimes when I see people who are sold out to one thing and they keep forcing that, and they keep, like, sometimes I feel like this thing is a cost in it. This one of doing something and then another idea comes, this idea, because one of the problems of being a multi-potentialite, in the word of one of my guys, is that consistency is very difficult.
It is.
Because you are doing something, an idea comes, let me add the idea, but by the time you add the idea to that thing, it turns out to be something entirely different. You're like, no, so we're like, why have you dropped that? I said, no, I've not dropped that. Is that something that evolved into this? I said, no, Kojora one now. Exactly. So how do you feel? Do you think sometimes it could be a cost? Do you think sometimes you feel like, I wish I only have one thing, why can't I just focus on one thing? Does it happen to you?
For me, I believe most of these talents is a cost, actually, because when you are so, in quotes, powerful, that power at times becomes a cost. Taking Samson in the Bible, for example, you know, he was so powerful, he could handle 1,000 men all by himself, just with the jaw of a lion. But at the end of the day, it was that same power that killed him. So for people like us, that we are troubled by ideas, I feel it's just a responsibility that God has given us to shoulder, really. And if we look at God himself, is not a one-way street person. God is multidimensional. You cannot predict him. So I feel it's just showing off, giving us such brilliant ideas, such thoughts will cross our minds, such, you talk at some, fora, and people will be like, this guy, did you just think about this thing, or you've been thinking about it for long? So I feel it's God just showing off that this is what I have created these people to become. God, for example, you might think he will come in through the door, and he won't. He will just come in through a keyhole or even the window. So I feel that's the kind of person God is making us to look like. I've toyed with a lot of ideas in the past, and when ideas come, I push them, they don't fly. I don't beat myself up. I just feel, okay, this idea might not be suitable for this environment,
or this is not the time,
for the idea to fly. So I just put it aside and push out another one, because I'm never tired of playing with ideas.
Yes, you're never tired of playing with ideas. Where do you draw your strength from? Because trust me, these things can be draining.
Very, very.
These things can be draining, especially when you put a lot into it.
Yes.
The little I know of you, about you, I know that whatever you put out, you give all to it, in terms of branding, in terms of everything and all. So now, how does it feel when you have an idea, and of course for you to run with the idea, it means you are so much positive that this thing will
fly.
flip. But then sometimes it flops.
Sometimes
it flips, and you've given it all, and then it just feels, look, it could be draining. I was telling someone who is into content creation, I said, if you post a video and you have 1,000 views, nobody will wake you up the following day to shoot another one. Exactly. Because you feel fueled, you feel inspired. But if you post a video and you have one view, it takes the grace of God for you to wake up with that same level of energy to say you want to go again the next day. So after you push out an idea, you give it your all, you brand it, you do everything, and it flops. Where do you get the strength to follow the next one?
So I might be dropping some Bible quotes today.
I can't be surprised. So don't mention Bible like 3 times now. I don't understand.
Because that's one of the books that actually I draw my strength from. There was a part in the Bible where the Bible said David encouraged himself in the Lord. The kind of environment we live in is most of the time disadvantaged. Yes, it is that bad. So once you wake up to this fact, you would understand that you might not really need people láti wá pẹ̀tù sí ẹnu. Yeah, ọ̀gbẹ́ni to try. You have to be the source of your own strength in this kind of environment. I'm talking Nigeria now. Now bringing it home to Ibadan is another kettle of fish entirely. I was speaking somewhere some years back. I think it was an International Youth Day event, and I was one of the guest speakers. And I was saying to them at the event that if you're in the creative industry and you want to make headway, you want to have something to show, you need Lagos in your life. And some people felt offended.
I'm coming there because I remember that post on social media. I'm still coming to that particular post. You have to unravel it here.
So the environment you live at times puts you at a very big disadvantage. But like I said, you have to wake up every morning knowing that nobody is coming to save you. That was the chat between myself and a friend in Lagos. He was just asking the same question. That guy, how do you cook up these things? You just throw it out and you begin to pursue it as if your life depends on it. I told him, because I know nobody is coming to save me. He said he had to show that to his wife. That's it, this guy's response. So me, I know that I don't have a Dangote uncle
or a Dan Tata
or a Rabiu Musa, what's his name, Bua, that will be coming to save me, or that will run to that uncle. I have this small idea. Can you loan me 20 million?
At 19, collect 19 million to start business.
And he will say, okay,
Ew.
see me tomorrow. I don't have such a privilege. So I have to get up every day. Okay, I remember one idea I created years back. Probably Move 21 was still like 5 years then. I created a program called Move Connect. It was a platform designed for, people to network, VIPs, not for everybody. But the response within the city was bad. So I felt, okay, I think the city is not ready for this idea. And I put it into my wardrobe. I have loads of ideas in my wardrobe that I don't know what year.
Maybe I'll collect your address for you. I'll come and read your closet.
I don't know what year I would decide to start working on some of them. So for me, I just have to be the source of my own strength, basically, because like I said, nobody is coming to save me, so I have to help myself.
Interesting. Now, as you were talking, another idea came to my mind. That growing up,
Yes.
what was your childhood ambition?
Oh, okay. I've always had entertainment in my blood since I was young. I remember one of those days, I used to have a big note for movies that I've watched. Indian movies, Chinese movies, whatever.
You shall put it down.
In those days, my dad came across with the book one day. Oh my God. He almost killed me. I mean, the book was almost full. When I was in secondary school, I would save up money, buy CDs. We had CDs then, way back. We had VHS, then video, cassettes and all that. We had cassettes too for radio. I'll save up money. We had foreign artists then.
Those were the guys then.
Those were the guys, Michael Jackson, Cisco, R. Kelly, Usher. Those were the people we were listening to. So I'll sit down. There was no technology to transcribe the lyrics. I'll sit down, I'll listen, I'll pause, I'll write. So I was that sold out into entertainment. So getting into the industry was one of my dreams since I was young, growing up. In fact, I thought I was probably going to end up in Nollywood, or I'll be acting, or even before, even probably end up being an artist manager and all that. But it has always been there. I've always loved good music, good movies, creativity, content. I've always loved all those things.
So how did you start this career? How do I even describe your career now? Is it events planning now? Is it entertainment? How do you kick off?
It is everything. I guess I started out as an author.
Interesting.
That's also one of the things.
We'll soon turn this random to Revelation episode.
So I started as an author. I wrote my first book in 2003. That'll be like 22 years ago. I grew up in Lagos. So basically everything was done in Lagos. The Lagos Airport Hotel was the venue. So I was that detailed, even at that age that I was. I didn't want to tell guests that. So when you get to Ikeja, you turn left, you turn right. So you come straight, you see one street. No. I wanted a venue that everybody could relate with. So I started off, I wrote the book. The launching was a total fiasco. That was my first event. The event failed. I had no experience putting an event together. Guest list. I had no experience how to invite quality people. So the event turned out to be a terrible event. But I learned lessons from there that helped me when I started putting events together. So after writing that book, of course, I had other interests. From Lagos, I came to Ibadan. I served with NUPENG, National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas
Sorry, what
Workers.
did you study?
I studied psychology
Interesting.
in school. So I graduated. I served in Lagos. So I served at the headquarters.
So which school was that? UI? Or
No.
you like?
Okay. When I got into the school, it was Oyo State University, Ado Ekiti. When we were in school, it turned to University of Ado Ekiti, UNAD. Now it is called Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti. So EXU. I keep telling people that the day I go for my certificate, I've not been back to the school to ask for my certificate since graduating.
So that means you have never been in a paid employment, or let me say,
since I graduated from school.
wow.
I graduated in year 2000.
And you've never been back?
I've not been back there to ask. So I was asking, so what name will be on our own certificate? Is it EXU? Is it UNAD? Is it OSWA? So after serving in Lagos, the national trustee of NUPENG then was my boss in Lagos. So he doubled as the vice chairman of NUPENG here in Oyo State. So he asked me after my service, would you like to come to Ibadan? I said I wouldn't mind. So after the failed launch, I relocated to Ibadan. I started working at the NNPC, Apata, as the personal assistant to the vice chairman there. So going forward, I picked interest in outdoor advertising. So I registered a company then, and I started pushing out sites, wall drapes, rooftops. I had some of those sites then. The famous Lister building was one of my sites then. So I'll usually go borrow money, go pay Baba Rishikola, then take my invoice to Lagos, pitch to the media agency. I'll put up the advert, take pictures of it, send back to Lagos, So from there, I did that for like 4 years. That was between 2003, 2007, thereabout. So I stopped because it became very, how do I put it?
Tasking.
Yeah, tasking.
Draining, or not rewarding.
It became very draining.
But the reward was coming.
The reward was there. But this local government will come, please, we hear you are the person or company that put up that advert. We are supposed to collect this amount. This Ministry of Environment will come. We hear, that was how. And by nature, I am restless. I'm a very restless person. It takes me like this to make decisions. Sometimes I've gotten my fingers burnt, but sometimes, in fact many times, it has helped me. The ability to just move on from anything.
I think that's another trait of people who God has blessed with a lot of ideas. You don't get so attached to anything that's not. You want to say, no worry, another one they come, no worry.
So I started events thereafter. I registered another event company. I started organizing small events, small parties, small concerts. And from there, it became very big. There was a time I cooked something for Lagos called Eko Music Festival. Way back, that was in 2011. I got the Lagos State government endorsement under Governor Fashola. Then The event was, held at the LTV Blue Roof. It was, very lovely event. JJC Skills and some other people were the reigning artists in those days. So that was how my interest in entertainment started. And thereafter, I felt entertainment and events, it's still not enough. I started a media company thereafter. I became a media agency myself. So if you want to run an event, we could put things together for you in terms of advertorials, getting sponsors, partners, all those things. So I'm never one that would just sit down and sulk that this one is not moving again. No, I'm never one like that. I'm not wired that way. So it was one of those things that we did that earned me the title of the ambassador. So not like I just woke up and I felt I can So we were to organize a concert in Ile-Ife. That was in 2015. Okay, we had that concert actually. It was a massive concert and the first of its kind in the city of Ife. Prior to that time, every event that went to Ife would be in OAU, never at the city center. So people, indigenes, they never experience
They are left out.
what the students on campus do experience. So it was the first time we were bringing a Lagos-like concert to Ile-Ife. Off campus. In fact, in front of the Palace of the Oni of Ife. That was where we had the event. Massive event. We had quality guest artists from Lagos. Simi. We had Files. We had what's this boy's name? Olamide's protege then.
Adekunle?
No. Lil Cash. We had a lot of people. We had DJ Gaff Pop from Ibadan. We moved Lagos and Ibadan to Ife. So we were to have the second edition the following year, and there was a civil crisis in Ife between Ife people and the Hausa people.
Hausa,
yes.
Okay.
Not Modakeke. So we decided to turn our own concert into a peace concert. So we tried mediating between the indigenes and the Hausa people. So we went to the Hausa people. In the history of Ile-Ife, they've never been invited to any event.
As a community.
So we went, we met with the Seriki.
Hausa.
They liked the whole idea that it wasn't like they wanted to just start quarrel, this and that. All of them came on the day of the event. So we didn't know that a universal body, Universal Peace Federation, UPF, they were monitoring all the things we were doing. So they reached out to us that, okay, we've seen your peace concert coming up. We'd like to be there in Ife. We'd like to present to you guys, you and your team, the title of ambassadorship because of this thing you have done. Because you have brokered peace in this community. So that was how I came by the title ambassador. So everything I have done would somehow lead to some other things.
Yes, because now there's a very close connection between media and entertainment.
Yes.
So from entertainment, it's only natural that if you've been in entertainment for a while, your interest in media starts growing because you see that this is a platform for us to push the things we are doing.
Exactly.
And I get the link.
Exactly.
That one day. So now, if I want to put a number to it, like how many concerts or events do you think you have created?
Lofa.
That one plenty. The one that I can count on the top of my head I know there was a particular year, was it a year or 2 years ago? I counted nothing less than 5 or 6 events from you.
Yes.
Okay, let's just talk about some of these events. I know there is EWA.
Yes.
I like that one.
Enterprising Women Awards.
Yes,
Africa.
I like that one because I just believe I love the acronym.
Yeah.
How you blend the acronym with the
gender.
content, the gender, and everything. It's just so ingenious.
Yes.
I love that. Ewa. There's another one. I think is this professionals networking, whatever.
Oh yes, we have the.
You eventually had it.
Investors buffet.
Yes, I saw that. But that one, not just in Ibadan. I think if you had it
in Abuja.
You had it in Abuja.
In Lagos.
You have all these events, and most of the times they are not very, 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 very big events, but quite small, classy, posh, and then just deliver your thing. You pack your money, and you move. So let's talk about all these events. Okay. The event industry. You thank God you've been around for a while. You organize events in Ibadan. You mentioned the one you did in Ife, the one you've done in Lagos. Comparing and contrasting all these places. What do you make of the present standing of Ibadan as a city? Let's get there now.
That's a whole book. A whole book. You know, I used to tell all my friends that for whatever reasons, which I wouldn't know, I don't know why Ibadan is so disadvantaged.
Despite
all the stories we heard about,
and all that should be an advantage, the size, the population,
you understand,
everything.
The first stadium in the whole of Africa is domiciled here. The first TV station ahead of France.
That one shocked me the day I hear France
is domiciled in Ibadan. Ibadan used to be the entertainment headquarters of the southwest, if not Nigeria. So at what point did it get so bad?
Yes, now because sometimes I was not born and bred in Ibadan. I was born and bred in Kwara, but we've heard so much about Ibadan. I've heard of Cinema de Papa Salah, I've heard of Papa Salah, I've heard of all these artists. What do the world believe that time is that if you want to see all those actors, actresses, they are in Ibadan. I don't go to Ibadan. I like what happened? Is it that they changed the configuration before I came in, or what happened?
Till tomorrow, I still cannot find an answer to why it became so bad. I have friends in the media agencies in Lagos, and at times when I reach out to them that we have this event coming up in Ibadan, the response is usually very, very degrading. Like, Ibadan, oh, Bobo, we'd rather go to Owerri. A brand will leave Lagos,
travel all the way,
pass Ibadan, and go to Owerri. Why? Because they feel the audience is not the kind of audience they are looking for. I say, what kind of audience are you looking for that are not in Ibadan?
You know how many tertiary institutions we have in Ibadan?
I think it's a mental block. Actually, it's a school of thought, and it's something that people just have in their mind, that Ibadan is a local place filled with local people, and even our government and VIPs, indigenes, they are not helping matters. I dare say, a lot of us that are putting Ibadan out there on the map, and I stand to be corrected, we are not from Ibadan. So a lot of us are not from Ibadan, but yet we wake up every day, we put in our best.
And Ibadan has a way of making you passionate about it, even though you are not from there.
Yes,
you have spent a few times in Ibadan and you just realize that the love of the city is on your mind, and everything you want to do, you just want to make sure that Ibadan works.
You understand? But the reverse is the case. The reverse is the issue. For people like us that create events, and we always want to bring in celebrities from Lagos. Okay, there was a brand I created before COVID shut it down. called Lagos Birthdays.
Yes, I remember.
It was supposed to be for people from the same month having a big bash together. So all of you from the month of February, for example, you all will converge. Who would set it up? You converge instead of having isolated birthdays. You know, just come together. Let's all have fun. And you know, it was steady growing in Lagos before COVID came. All the celebrities that visited us then or that attended the event, most of the time didn't charge me for anything because it's in Lagos. My venues are usually very close to them. They just feel then talk say why they Ikeja, we'll just play go now. They will come. That adds to my own event. Pictures, people see pictures. Man, my birthday is June, let me be preparing, you know, stuff like that. So I tried doing it in Ibadan. I created birthdays in Ibadan, actually. Once an artist or a celebrity hears that is leaving Lagos toll gate to Ibadan, there will be a long list of what you have to do. You send a Prado. They want 2 rooms at Golden Tulip Hotel. They want some of the best whiskeys beside their beds. They give you a very long list. They want a security or 2 mopo attached to them just because they are coming to perform here. What they won't do in Lagos because they feel Lagos is home. They could drive themselves to the event or come with some of their friends. They have a drink and they are back home. But once they see they are going to Ibadan, it becomes a problem. A very good example of how people have, you know, created ideas in their head would be what Lagos has created called Dirty December. A research was done and data was released. Last year, Dirty December, money that flowed into Nigeria because of Dirty December was about 3.3 trillion naira. 3.3 trillion. And they now explain how this money moved. Lagos took about 70% of it, of the whole money. Then the monies moved from Lagos to Ogun. From Ogun, jumped Ibadan to Ondo, then Edo. Those were the 4 cities that shared the money. Ibadan was excluded. Why? How will money get to Ogun here and not get to Ibadan? So a lot of the times when we post or we vent, I've vented for the last 6 years and I've decided to stop because really I don't see any result from venting. In the last 6 years, ọ̀rọ̀ téèyàn for the ọdún mẹ́fà sọ.
tó bá fẹ́ change àti change.
What is the use? So I decided to stop because at some point people felt I didn't just like the governor. No. In fact, I got to a point I wrote an open letter to the governor. What have I not done? And all this ventilation, I've been venting of anger, of opinion, is not targeted at government, and it is also not to serve my own purpose. I'm not the only one in the creative industry, but I want an environment where young people can be encouraged to get creative, and that's what Egbon is doing in Lagos. Governor Sanwo-Olu, the man understands how to carry along young people.
See, I think our political office holders here, maybe they downplay or they let me not say they down, maybe they do not realize the kind of influence they have. Recently, not even recently, day before yesterday, was it 2 days ago, I saw remote for the second time.
Chatting with
playing and and creating skits with
And
the
the man
governor
was
and
saying
event.
what he would usually say in his videos. The man was saying it.
And he held the governor's hand, was telling the governor to do this,
They've
and they
become
were
friends.
and they were doing it. And you see the security, they gave them chance, and he was recording.
It is becoming normal in that boy's life.
Yes, because every time, everywhere he sees the governor now, he wants to repeat, and he has done it first time. He has done it the second time. Again. And I think so. That's why I'm saying that I think our own governor, they don't understand the kind of influence that singular act has not just promoted his brand, it has promoted the entire industry. That we have a government that is relatable. We have a government that, so anybody that even wants to do business with them, because of the kind of affinity they believe they share with the government and with the governor, they are kind of they have that piece of, okay, now this guy now not being received with the governor. So it's a credibility thing. But it's like our own governor.
You know, really I have said it times with that number, that this support that we crave from government is not even the support that needs money, as in you just need to throw money at it or throw money at us. It is money we are asking for. It is not. It goes beyond money. There was a guy in Lagos, I think last year, he had a fashion show. Governor Sanwo-Olu was one of the models that walked on the guy's runway. Do you know the number of brands that sponsored the guy's event this year? Just because they saw, because the brands were shocked. What did you tell
the governor?
The governor to leave all the paraphernalia of office
in a state like Lagos
to get into your show, to walk on your runway. Everybody wanted to be affiliated with the guy's brand. Did Sanwo-Olu give him money? We are not sure if he did. But that singular act of walking is just like me having one of my investors buffet and I announced to everybody that Dangote will be coming to speak. Even if Dangote doesn't give me a penny.
Do you know how many people will turn up?
My brother.
Not just for that edition, next edition. Even if
do you know what my gate fee will look like?
Do you know how many brands? Because the brands know that people will come.
That is it.
This thing is a ripple. It has a chain. It's also called it
chain reaction.
Chain reaction. Because they know that if Dangote is coming, quality people will come.
Will come.
So brands know that quality people will come. Let's go and wait for them.
Wait for the quality persons.
Oh God.
They will now be offering you figures that you have never heard in your life. That please, can we just do 50 million? You that you think your whole budget is 10 million. Yes, a brand offering you 50 million.
So why won't you pay your tax?
So why won't it be easy for you to even pay tax? So these things have a way of helping each other. But you know, like I said, at times the environment you find yourself is just disadvantaged, because really there's nothing that need to be said that has not been said in this Ibadan. And it pains me that Ibadan is still at the level of potentials. Ibadan has a lot of potentials. That's what we keep hearing. Ibadan should have gone past the level of potentials.
You know, another thing that busts my head is the fact that we have thousands, let me say hundreds, let me not over exaggerate, hundreds of A-list artists in Lagos.
Yes.
We cannot point to
none.
One A-list,
none.
B-list,
none.
As in C or D list,
none.
Now you call a parade for Ibadan, and we know that these people, out of those 100 A-lists in Lagos, at least a good number of them moved from Ibadan, and they have always been good.
Yes.
Somebody watched, I'm making reference to Remote today, I don't know why. Someone watched Remote's stand-up comedy performance. And like, so this guy, they do stand-up. I say, sure, this kids, now secondary, now by the way, stand-up, go. Now he be Remote, now he take no Remote.
Yes.
See, sometimes I just wonder that how I wish Remote can get on this stage with his stand-up comedy, not just skits now. I said the skit is quite funny, but if you know Remote on stage, you know that the skits are
funnier
not closer than stand-up comedy performance.
Not close.
They are not. So the quality of people who have migrated or who are there, they are populating Lagos. So why is it that people are the only A-list that I can say as in Ibadan maybe they are not in the pop culture, whatever. I'm talking of people like Ayefele, Tungba, you know, that is their own. Somebody like Oliagba that is in his own field, is A-list, you know, all those kind of people. And we have a pocket of actors too. But even the actors that are living in Ibadan, sometimes I will hear that an actor live in Ibadan, I'll be shocked. The only actors that I know that have been seen at events in Ibadan, we were Ademola.
Yes.
I think I've seen her inshallah maybe once or twice.
Yes.
Those are the people that they always come out.
Yes.
Others, the day I heard that somebody was telling me that ní sáàdì kásùmù bẹ̀yẹn ibẹ̀ ní ilé màmá Péjú Ògúnmọ́lá ní Ìbàdàn yìí. As they were just telling me, they said, so how come? So, but the Nollywood and everything, the music industry, which is the biggest now in entertainment and everything, some of them just sneak into Ibadan.
Yes.
They come around.
Yes,
they just come into Ibadan. They just do whatever they want to do. Recently, somebody gets married. I can't remember the celebrity that get married, and I learned that the event happened in Ibadan, and I saw all of them around, and you could tell that these people are not strangers here. They come around, but they just come in. Is it that Ibadan is not giving them something that will pull them out, or they just have that mentality of Ibadan is our country home? Let's just go there and rest. It's not to work. So
I think that is what Ibadan has become actually for so many people, especially in the creative industry. Like I said often, once people from outside, they look at how you people within the community called Ibadan, how you even carry yourself. So it becomes a problem if Eleru Nibadan Kokoko gbe. You don't expect somebody from outside Ibadan to help you to gbe the eru. It's not possible. Eleru ló kọ́kọ́ máa ń gbé. Ó ní sọ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹjọ́ ẹgbẹ́rú mi kò wá fọwọ́ sí Ìbàdàn. It's not possible. It's not possible. So as long as people from outside have that perception that Ibadan, even their governor no send them now. So what's the...
And with all due respect, it's not that they believe. I think it's just the truth. I'm not sure say the governor really sent, because the government have had events and they don't even look inward.
With Lagos vendors. So that's the point. Lagos will always be Lagos because of the kind of ideology that Lagos has. Okay, I mentioned Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola. This was how many years ago? He could relate with my idea, a co-music festival, and he gave me an endorsement. Lagos State government endorsement. That was the first time in my life. Do you know how many brands then reached out to me when the news broke that Lagos endorsed a co-music festival? So that is the... Fashola didn't give me a penny. He didn't give me 1 penny. But till tomorrow,
it's still a
the day I see him, I'm going to give him a big hug. That singular action changed my life in the entertainment industry. It became something I could brag about. He gave me a name in the industry.
You know how many times we don't write to get Oyo State endorsements?
We don't even want to discuss that one today.
Because
plenty letters.
To get endorsement. Don't bring money. No money.
You are not even asking for money.
Just that this event is endorsed by Oyo, and we itemize how the government will benefit, how it will benefit, and we are not asking them for money. Just endorsement.
There was one of my posts then. So some guy, I think he runs his own event too in Ibadan. His event is tech related. So he came into my DM. Oh, was it DM or comment section? That no, you cannot talk like this. That the government is not encouraging people because people like him, government has been supporting him. I said, that's the point. People like only you. How many other people can come out like you to say, no, efile, baba n try, gómìnà wa ọlọ́lá jùlọ wọ́n try, wọ́n ti ṣe fún mi, wọ́n ṣe fún. As in, we can't count, we cannot. On the day of the inauguration of the swearing in, Dr. Smile was in Ibadan. He anchored the one here. He went back to Abeokuta to anchor Abeokuta.
Ẹni wọ́n ní ọrẹ́sẹ̀ wèrè òbúṣogun.
So Dr. Smile, very funny, articulate,
a wonderful friend of the city.
You understand? So he has become a part of us, more or less. But he had to do this one first, then go back
to his base.
Do you know how many MCs we have in Ibadan? So that's the point. We cannot count people that Rapping Daddy, he got government endorsement. Premium Media Event, they got government endorsement. Ayo George, that guy that used to talk, government try, none of us can say this. None.
So anybody that gets is either the person tell us how he did it. Because probably
come and give us a lecture on how
master class how to get government endorsement. I don't want to believe that all these people you've mentioned, we don't know what to do or how to go about it. Then they must have been something special that he has done.
Yes, so possibly.
It will go a long way if you can just share it with us.
It's painful, sincerely, to say the least. It is, because I can just imagine where we would have gotten to if we got that support and enabling environment. I keep saying these things. It is not so much about the money. Yes, we need the money to put events together, but the support from government
can bring the money.
It will bring the money. That's how it works in this kind of environment that we live. That's how it works in Nigeria. So people moving from Ibadan, they will continue to move. Because Lagos offers a better space for them to play. It's just like the same people turn japa from Nigeria to some other countries. They believe that those other countries have more opportunities than Nigeria. So we can't stop anybody from moving. Everyone is looking for better opportunities for himself or herself. So I can't see an opportunity now and not jump at it. I told you I did the investors buffet Ibadan. I saw the response. I went to Abuja. I saw the response. I went to Lagos. I saw the response. And I told a friend, investors buffet is never coming back to Ibadan. It's just simple. Because how do you explain to these other people in these cities that they understand that Ibadan people don't always understand? Kò yé mi. Ṣó tún ní bá ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ti Ìbàdàn. But like I said, it goes beyond just the government, even the VIPs in the city.
I was about going there, like, let me play the devil's advocate. That yes, we can use all the day to talk about the actions and inactions of the government. But for someone in creative industry, for example, before you even go to the VIPs, in the creative industry, someone will argue that it's not the government that will turn a D-list artist to A-list.
Yes.
It's their work, it's their packaging, it's their resilience, it's the quality of what they churn out and everything. That are we in Ibadan as a city, are we the creatives of Ibadan, are they putting in the effort that they should put in like their counterparts in Lagos? You have just I like I said, I want to play devil's advocate because actually if I want to just base it on my own understanding, the explanation you gave earlier, I will say it suffices. That there are certain things that you will do easily in Lagos that maybe you have to put in times 10 effort to get the same results or something close in Ibadan. But then, Ibadan, I'm talking about Ibadan creatives now. Ibadan people too, they have what now? They have their own, because imagine want to have an event now and say regular 10,000. Fela ló fẹ́ wá kọ́nà àbí barista kí barista gan jí mi ò lè san 10,000. We have that one too. So all those things too, let's not just trying to put, like I said, let me try to talk for the government now. So if the government is saying ọmọ tó bá ṣípá ní ìyá ògbé ẹ̀yin gan ò ṣípá náà kí mo fẹ́ gbé lára yín.
And like I said, the creatives in Ibadan, they are doing as much, if not more, than their counterparts in Lagos. Because for you to be seen and heard in Ibadan, oti try gan. And you won't put as much effort if you were to be in Lagos. Because Lagos generally has a perception, a thinking that if we invest in talent, it might not happen in all cases. We've had failed talents here and there, but how many? A few of them. But the thinking in Ibadan, I always say it, but now people prefer putting their money in Ponzi schemes.
It's obvious. There's no Ponzi scheme in this country that has failed that Ibadan is not a major shareholder.
You understand? They would rather do that than give you a chance. 10,000. Kilo sele. Kilo leto yen gate fee. I remember a year I went to Lagos. I had a meeting with AY Life, Makun. So we were just, all over him that day. Baba, you never come Ibadan. Why AY Life never come Ibadan? He first of all avoided the question. Later he said, Ayo. He said, thank God say they bear the same name. He said, have you heard AY Life Abba? Or AY Life Onitsha? I said, no. He said, there are cities AY Life cannot go. I'm talking maybe 2013 or 2012. Yeah, I think 2012. In his house in Lagos. When I frustrated him, I pressed him. Oh yeah, AY, give me 5 million. Thank God, Egbon Kuku see this video. Sef. Give me 5 million. I'll come with some comedians as well and do small media here and there. Whatever you get at the gate, take it. Excitedly, I came back to Ibadan. I might possibly be the first person that will bring AY Life to Ibadan. The excitement. I did the maths. Kojora 2013, 2012. Ta ló máa fún ẹ 10k owó.
Now 25, maybe now 500, regular 1,000, regular. I still they do that here.
Where are you going to get it? Ọjọ́ wo ni 500 fẹ́ di 5 million? Who said any sponsor will be coming? Humbly, I reached out to Egbon. Baba, that thing no fit work. He laughed. He said, so when I asked you, so it means people like Egbon from his house in Lagos, he knows the mentality that pervades Ibadan. Don't bother. So AY Life goes to Port Harcourt, the rich cities, Abuja, Lagos, where people can pay. And sincerely, this is a business. That's why it is called show business. You must make money. We are not running an outreach here. We are here to make money. So once you discover that the opportunities here are limited, talk to yourself. Nobody is coming to pay your bills. Move if you need to. Because a second point, aside the fact that all the A-list artists, they stay in Lagos. All the top men, top brands that you can ever think of pitching your event to, they are in Lagos. Forget regional office, regional.
No, regional office no go fit do anything until they reach Lagos now.
Write a whole book to any regional office here in Ibadan. They will send you back to Lagos.
Or they give you product.
Product.
They give you product.
In 2016, okay, 2016 was when I had Ile-Ife Fiesta. That's the name of the event, the concert. A telecoms company, because I had an inside person at their HQ in Lagos. It was the Ibadan office that called me, that was running after me. Baba, is this Mr. Ayo George? Somebody said we should get in touch with you. So what's the whole idea? When are you moving to Ife? When should we? By themselves. I didn't write nobody any proposal. So Ibadan is disadvantaged because most of these brands are in Lagos. Excuse me. And most of these brands don't see Ibadan as an opportunity for their brands. Except, of course, those brands that have or that produce products for masses. For example, a milk product in sachet, it will sell here. Yes, we cannot compare the economic status of Ibadan with Lagos. We don't. We
dare not.
We dare not. But what happens to the opportunities of proximity? Ibadan is just 1 hour away from Lagos. One day I was discussing with a friend. I said, why can we not pitch to Governor Sanwo-Olu? Bro, you don't have land. You are on water. We have land. Can we partner? Bring money. We will help you do agriculture. When the produce are ready, you come, move to Lagos, and food prices will crash in Lagos. Governor Sanwo-Olu can do it. Because Ambode did one from Lagos to Kebbi State.
Yeah.
That was when they had lake rice. Lagos and Kebbi. Can you see the distance? Lagos had to go to Kebbi State because they wanted rice. They partnered. Why can't we do something like that? So this goes beyond how can you talk about Ibadan being the same? It's not the same, we know. But what happens to the opportunities of proximity? Do you know what we can make from Lagos? Because we are just beside them. That's what Ogun is benefiting now. The proximity is working for.
I think Ogun State and Lagos State, some places they are interwoven.
Yes, we just one step, you are in Ogun State.
I remember one day I had a wedding to anchor in Agbara, and I asked someone, I said, where is Agbara? They say it's in Ogun State.
Yes.
So for my mind, it's around that Shagamu before we enter Lagos. So I did not plan to go a day ahead. It's Agbara now. Until the day I wanted to travel. Now, how did I get to Agbara? They say when you get to my two.
Yeah.
Now so when you go to Badagry. I say Badagry.
Yeah.
So it's just like Ogun State has surrounded Lagos.
Yes.
So that day, if not that they stayed too long in church, I would have missed that wedding because I got there around 2:30.
Imagine.
Because I was just thinking it's before we enter Lagos, saying it's Ogun State. I don't know say Ogun State inside Lagos.
After Lagos. Yes, after Lagos.
So let's do it this way. Let me ask a question now.
Yes.
In all of this, what advantage do you think Ibadan has over Lagos and any other place? At least
Yes. The beautiful thing about Ibadan that I'm always happy to even mention to people is the affordability of some of the things that we have here. Media in Ibadan, for example. A uni poll in Ibadan can't be compared to what a unipole is in Lagos. So if you have a 10 million naira budget, for example, you will achieve more in Ibadan than in Lagos. More people, yes, more people will see your presence, your brand, you'll be visible and all that. One of the top guys on IG, his charge is now 500,000 per post. One post on IG, 500,000. But some of the top platforms here, 100k, 150, which is a far cry from these other platforms. So it's not like Ibadan is totally at the back, or totally, if not for recently, probably the ripple effect of COVID, people moved from various places into Ibadan. Housing in Ibadan used to be very affordable.
Yeah.
But now it has gone crazy, of course. It is
so
now.
I think the proximity is affecting us negatively.
Yeah, definitely it would. So that's why we should work more on the positive aspect of the proximity, so that it will outweigh the negative.
Because it will be a disservice if we are bearing the brunt and we are suffering from the
on all fronts,
and then we are not benefiting.
We are not benefiting anything. When last have they invited any? Where is the artist self from Ibadan to Lagos?
How many event planners in Lagos, in Ibadan rather, would want to pay the crazy amount or what it takes to bring an artist to Ibadan?
We can't.
I remember when I was working with a radio station here in Ibadan not too long ago. I'm talking of like 2-3 years ago. We wanted to bring Sheyi vibe. It was very hot then. They were asking of excess of 10 million naira.
Oh.
They said, "Hello, ni sponsor fún wa. Hello, la me say event." That was then. Adekunle Go that year was asking for maybe 14.
That was then.
Get one girl like this where I see recently, no be last year, somebody say make we bring Shina Brody civilian. Where they talk, can you come in and say, "Kilo ko."
Do you know how much?
So no call Fuji Fusion.
Do you know how much these guys are charging now?
Exactly. So if you want to bring that kind of a person to Ibadan, on what budget? That's why most of the events we have in Ibadan, where most these guys perform, is either their own. They come to like Bella Shmoda now. I think Bella has been coming to Ibadan.
Yes, it's his own event.
His own event. So
he can easily bring his colleagues.
I even heard that Davido wanted to have a 30 billion. They said they have been setting up Liberty Stadium. I don't know if the event is actually old. It
didn't old though. I heard about it then that I was considering it, but probably he saw some other factors and he bailed out. So we can't have a massive concert held in Ibadan because of the logistics involved. We cannot. We don't have the might. We Bulatveru, sponsors products in Ankole.
Somebody was telling me that, do you know that if a sponsor is giving an event in Ibadan 5 million naira, they will give that same event multiple times over in Lagos. And then the cost of organizing it in Lagos is cheaper than the cost of organizing it in Ibadan. Yes. A sponsor will not give you. So how do we now balance this now?
So you see what I was saying? I used to get artists come to my event in Lagos for free. I'll just do logistics. Thank you for coming, Baba. I appreciate you. But tell the same artist to come to Ibadan. At the Prado. Oma boss Mopo Mejo, and you now be wondering kí la fẹ́ ṣe èló gan la fẹ́ fi ṣe èló la fẹ́ fi ṣe event.
But then I believe there are some things that Ibadan can do internally. For example, I keep telling people that up till now Ibadan still remain the headquarters for live bands and some, what's it called now, live music, traditional music and everything. Can't we capitalize on that and maybe people in Lagos want to have us too? And
so I like the response of the creatives in Ibadan, and I will forever love this community because I think it has dawned on everybody that nobody is coming to save us. So now we have raves in town.
Yeah, I think the Gen Zs are doing very well. I want Afro
Raves
piano, brown roof party.
raves that do not need artists.
Mm-hmm.
I need yín.
Mm-hmm.
Just get me a fantastic hype man
And DJ.
and a DJ. Ó parí, party to set. So I like the response of the creatives, because really we have to keep the show going. Ibadan must be on the map somehow. How do we do it?
I think that's the key. I think I just make it about the home of mad raves that
Raves.
fans we want.
I've attended a lot that I will just see all those Gen Zs, too much energy. They will be jumping up at these parties for like 4 or 5 hours. They are never tired, and I'm happy. I'm excited that so we can achieve this without an artist. The place will be choked up with guests. So that's the new idea in town now. I like what Password and the rest of them, yourself, what everybody is doing, because actually we have to respond somehow.
Yes.
Oh, they say they are not coming. Ṣàmà káwọ́ gbéra ni bí àtọ̀lé. No, we also have to respond. So definitely ideas will keep coming up. People will keep, thinking of various ways to make things happen. Àti lóríṣiríṣi events. I heard of one recently, fake wedding. I mean, look at that idea. So you are just home, you are bored, and you want to attend an Owambe. Come to our fake wedding. There will be a fake groom, fake bride, fake
in-laws, fake everything.
I'm telling you. But even at that, it's a fake event. But do you know the logistics that will go into it?
Yes.
Because they must make it all appear like it's really a wedding. So that's it. That's the thing. So these people will have to now come together, put resources together just to make something happen for the city. So if you want to attend our fake wedding, please come with 5,000. They must get. That brings me back to the this one is always very controversial, the aspect of award events in Ibadan. My award it has never been done here. It has always been Lagos.
Why?
Because I know what responses will be here. I put up an award event solely sponsored by me. No sponsor, no government backing, nothing. But out of the love I have for certain industries, I feel these people should be celebrated. I come up with an idea. You'll be coming to the award, you have been nominated. Definitely, you'll be coming with friends, guests. You need a table. As you are coming, this is the amount for the table. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the honor. Okay, send us account details. We would like to buy 2 tables. In fact, some people they come in buses. I've had it in Lagos severally, so I know what I'm saying. But Ibadan, they feel kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣáà tún máa sanwó award ni. Nobody is saying you should pay for the award. But the thought behind the award, encourage the initiator. Try. Encourage the person. That ọjọ́ wa ní event báyìí, ọjọ́ báyìí ni. Even if you are not going to, or even if the initiator doesn't mention any financial attachment, you should know. So these are the kind of thought processes, mindsets that is hindering quality events from happening in Ibadan. And it will continue to evade the city as long as this mindset continues. And don't ever think it is happening only in the creative industry. I have friends in the real estate industry. There's something they call inspection in real estate. Maybe you guys have bought land, you've paid for land. Now there's time, the time has come for inspection and allocation of the land. Inspection would mean people that may likely have interest. Okay, they also want to go and see the place. A friend told me that when he did his inspection in Lagos, they went with like 4 buses, luxurious buses, filled up. He came to Ibadan. Agidi ni ọmọ bus kan fi kún. So it is not that it is only creative industry, it is all the sectors. And kí ló fà this mindset. Like I said, an average Ibadan person will put money in Ponzi scheme than to put money in a project that will probably be visible to everybody. The VIPs in the city, I was going to talk about them.
Yes.
How many of them do you know personally that will say, I like what you are doing?
In the words of Benga Adeboye, only àgbàdùn àtẹ́wọ́ níbi kọ̀ǹpútà. Ọmọ ni
iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe.
Mélòó wá ní gbogbo body mi? How many is my body? You know I'm doing this. Ẹ tẹ̀ sọ pé ọmọ yìí, I see what you are doing. At least collect. At least let me support you. At least let me show. It has.
When is your event? Let me buy table. Don't even dash money. Buy something that will still bring value to you. Buy table. How much in a table, Ibadan? I've sold tables in Abuja 2 million, 1 million, and people bought up tables. What a table 1 million, Ibadan. How do you want to do it? So, like I said, it's ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó pẹ̀ka. As in, it's just interwoven, reasons, factors, ó. And my fear is situation lè má change anytime soon.
I don't think there's anything on ground trying to change it apart from this clamor and conversations we are having, because the major stakeholders who should because trust me, no matter how you want to see it, government still plays a major role in this.
Yes.
This I don't want to use evolution. This evolution or this mindset change, paradigm shift, everything, this crusade needs to be led by the government.
That is it.
And the government is not. They don't seem aware
that
there's anything wrong.
They don't see the opportunities in there. That's what I just
feel. I think they just feel it's for play. For example, I would understand why a government in Oyo State may want to put money or sponsor a tech event. They believe it is futuristic. They believe it is serious. They believe it is intellectual. But anything creative, maybe they have this mindset where àwọn alágbe, àwọn aláwàdà, àwọn eléré, wọ́n kàn fẹ́ ká máa kó yẹ̀yẹ́ ká máa kó lóko ẹ̀sẹ̀. Nítorí pé ẹ̀ńjọ́ ká máa kówó fún yín. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó lọ́pọ̀lọ́ lélẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́ ká support wọn. And the world has gone far beyond, and they can see it too.
They know.
They can see it too.
So
why not your own? Why not try to build your own?
They know. Burna Boy, is he a tech bro? That boy is richer than a lot of billionaires in this city. Burna, David, Wiz, Rema, the list is endless. Those boys, the kind of money they call now, wàá wò pé
go shock you.
Pé ká kàn ṣeré 30 minutes.
Oh God.
So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
And I think our people in position of authority need to wake up to this reality that it is a new world, and they have to position themselves for. Finally before we go, still talking about your areas of interest. I've not mentioned politics at all since we've been talking. I don't mention politics. I don't want to go there. I don't reach there. But this 2027, coming 2027, do you think there's a candidate presently, from those that have signified interest or those that there has been rumor that they are interested, do you think any of them seem like the person that can do these things you are talking about?
I've not seen.
None of them.
Nikukuru,
Shoki. None of them.
I have not seen any.
Is it that the Afro pop culture and their promoters, is it that they don't think they are that influential, they don't think they have the number, or they don't think they have the mindset, maybe they don't vote, maybe they are politically inconsequential? Is that why they are not considering it as a major place, as a major thing to focus on or to itemize in their campaign strategy and everything?
I sincerely don't know what the issue would likely be, because personally I've attended high level meetings with government officials. The only person we have not met is the governor. We've met the SSG, we've met the chief press secretary, we've met the personal assistant to the governor, we've met at several different forums, different times. So is it that he wasn't briefed? I remember one of the meetings, my brother Seun Fakorede, the executive assistant to the governor on sports and youth and sports, the kind of introduction he gave me to the SSG, we were all just laughing. He said, ma, because it was a woman, ma, this is Ambassador Ayo George. He is steadily blasting us on the internet. Every time he's putting us on blast. So the woman was like, no, it's not like that, this and that. I said, it's not that we just want to be ranting for nothing. That we just want, a sense of belonging for the young people and all. So at these meetings, we have highlighted why the government must play a key role in this sector, in promoting this sector. So we cannot do more than what we have done. We have written open letters. There was the last open letter I wrote. One of my benefactors reached out to me. AY Alpha, that open letter, and it wasn't bad though. Would you like it in a national newspaper? Baba, don't let us waste money, because everybody saw the open letter. Everybody in the city, and I'm sure government people saw it. So going to a newspaper is just wasting money, because they saw the one online, there was no reaction. So why should we further waste money on putting it in? So I sincerely don't know why the government feels really in shading sector. At times I just sit down, but I put it aside after, if I also look at the generality of the country we live in. I wrote a book in 2006. I enumerated the tourist sites in every state in the book. Lagos, what Lagos has, Ibadan, Oyo State, Kwara State, every state. But what has happened to this tourist site? Let's come home. What has happened to cultural center in Ibadan? Nothing. Miscreants are sleeping there. Mad people. Tambawa's Tower.
The road that even leads to Bawa Tower.
Let me give you a rude shock. The suspended lake in Ado-Awaye. A prominent photographer in this country took a beautiful picture of that lake, took it to his lab in Lagos, blew it up into a very massive portrait. There was an art exhibition. Some billionaire came and like, what is this? Because it was written there, suspended lake, and I hear is the second in the whole of the world. suspended late Akdo Awaye, Oyo State, Nigeria. The piece was sold for 3 million naira. And to wire photo, kì í ṣọmọ ibi. Àwa tá gbé léèkì lọ́wọ́, a rí 3 million.
Maybe you don't pay 200 naira or 500 naira
to enter
to climb and then
you understand. So that tells you the kind of potential that this state has. So ló ṣe máa ń dùn wá ń gbà míì tá a kàn máa tún wò pé ṣé bá kàn tún ṣe máa dákẹ́ rèé ni àtúmọ̀ àtún rant.
You want to keep quiet but then you can't still catch it.
You understand? Because of the love we have for the city. And indeed it is the effort of everybody up until now that has brought Ibadan to where it is today. I was talking of 2012, 2013. Gate fee then regular was 500.
500.
Wọ́n tún ní san gan. Àwọn tó tún fẹ́ wọlé lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ló tún pọ̀ jù. Bọ́nsìn àwọn Bella wọ́n ti ń wá sí Polo Club. They are selling regular tickets for between 7,000 and 10,000 and the place is packed full. People will pack from Polo to Ele Junction. Cars. So that is the effort of all of us. So yes, Ibadan too has grown, but kò ń ṣe bí ìlò yẹ ká wà man.
The growth and the growth is not directly proportional.
Yes.
To what we have.
And it has been as a result of self-effort, self-help. Everybody is just helping himself.
Wow. See, this conversation, it deep, it long, it wide, it spread, it expand, gone. But then we have to end it somewhere. Thank you so much, Ambassador Ayo George, for coming on the show today.
Always
Thank you so
pleasure.
much for sharing from your wealth of experience. Like you rightly said, we keep talking.
Yes.
We keep believing. And we keep trusting God.
Let's just keep hoping.
Let's keep hoping that one day, let me say a government will get in power.
Yes.
That will prioritize the creative industry.
Yes.
And will do all it takes to make it work.
Yes.
We'll do all it takes to make it work. Once again, thank you so much for joining us on Random today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We'll do this again by God's grace next week. And my guest today has been Ambassador Ayo George, the Brain Box.
Thank you
so much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you.
So keep supporting. And how do you keep supporting? Go on YouTube. Afoda Samuel is the name of the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Set your notification button. Put it on so that every time we drop something special, you can be a part of it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you.